What is going on, guys? bhay MMA here, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing our UFC 274 rapid predictions. So UFC 274 is tomorrow. As I'm filming this, today is Friday. So we have a pretty stacked main card, in my opinion. It's probably one of the best this year. And in this video, I'm going to be going over my predictions from the bottom of the card to the top. So we're going to start it off with Donald Cerrone versus Joe Lauzon. We have a lightweight bout. Donald Cerrone is the favorite, which I guess kind of makes sense. It's close. It's negative 180 to plus 155. And I honestly think that Cerrone's going to win this one. And hear me out, guys. I'm a newer UFC fan. 2021 was my first ever year of fully watching UFC, so I'm honestly not too familiar with, I know obviously Conor just beat Cerrone in 2020, but Joe Lauzon I'm not too familiar with either. So I think this one is going to be, I'm just going to give it to Cerrone. I think he's going to win by decision, and I think it's going to be a nice way to start off UFC 274 as well. So that's going to be a hype first fight. Next up, we got light heavyweight Mauricio Rua. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And he's going to be fighting against Ovince St. Preux. So, Ovince St. Preux is the favorite. And I'm sorry, guys. Like I said again, I'm not too familiar with all these guys. But that doesn't mean that I can't just give a prediction, say what I think. I think that Ovince St. Preux is going to win this one. And I'm just excited to watch that one, see what these fighters are about, because I haven't even watched any of these guys fight before. So I'm just really excited to watch them fight, and I'm excited to, because that is going to be right before the potential fight of the night, potential performance of the night, Michael Chandler versus Tony Ferguson. I really like this matchup because I think it's a good way for Michael Chandler to work his way back, and it also at the same time is a good way for Tony Ferguson to work his way back. So it's perfect. A lot of people hate Michael Chandler, which I don't really see why. He always has entertaining fights, but I get it. People just love Tony Ferguson. I mean, he's a UFC legend. I mean, forget wins and losses. He's a legend in the sport. You can't even lie. But I'm gonna be going with my guy, Michael Chandler. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a little bit of glare. Hold on. You guys see that? This is a Michael Chandler card. I picked it up a little while ago, earlier in, I think 2021 I bought it. But yeah, I'm going to be going with my guy Michael Chandler. But I think this is going to be probably Michael Chandler's toughest test so far. Yeah, you can say Gaethje was probably his toughest test, but I think this one might even beat it. I mean, he's known for starting off fast. Obviously, in the Dan Hooker fight, he started off fast and he capitalized. Oliveira fight started off fast. It looked like he was going to become the champion, and he couldn't finish. Gaethje fight, it was a war, but couldn't get that decision. So I think Michael Chandler has to have a nice performance, but I think that it's only 3 rounds. I think that he can, if he just plays his game right, doesn't rush anything, I think he could win this fight by decision, because honestly I don't think Tony Ferguson will be knocked out by him. But I think this is going to be a good 3-round fight. I think it's going to go the distance, but I think that Michael Chandler is going to get this decision. And who knows, it might be a controversial win where it's Michael Chandler's favorited by the UFC. That's why he won. They want Tony Ferguson out of there because he's talking smack on the UFC, if you guys saw that. So this is going to be a good fight, potential fight of the night. Like I said, I'm hyped for this one. Definitely going to be a good fight out of those two men Saturday night. But next up, we have our first title bout of the night, Rose Namajunas versus Carla Esparza. So obviously Rose is the champ. She's coming off the Whaley victory, which was insane, both of them. And I think she will defend her belt. I just think that right now Rose is probably the most dominant in that division. I'm not crazy into the women's side of UFC. Obviously I know the champions and some potential contenders, but I'm not too familiar with a lot of the women's fighters, which I should educate myself more on it, and I'll just keep watching fights as we go on. But I think that Rose Namajunas is definitely going to win this fight and defend her title, and I think she's going to honestly keep doing it. And who knows, maybe she'll change the vision and try to become a double champ as well. Next up, the main event, Charles Oliveira versus Justin Gaethje. This has been months in the making, ever since honestly, ever since Gaethje beat Chandler, we like knew it. He's like, alright, he's getting the shot. There was some controversy saying Islam should have gotten it, which I think that if he would have fought Beneil and won, it would be definitely more of an argument for Islam to have that shot. But I think with Gaethje's performance against Chandler, and obviously his recent losses coming to like Khabib, it's like you got to give him a shot. But Justin Gaethje actually said that the lightweight division was pretty wide open right now for who gets the winner of this, and I honestly agree with him. Because Islam and Beneil, that's obviously a fight that's going to have to happen. Who even knows when that is? But then he threw out names like Conor McGregor. Obviously, we always talk about him on the podcast. And who knows? So the next lightweight championship fight is going to be very interesting. Especially because some news broke out today. At the weigh-ins, Charles Oliveira missed weight by 0.5 pounds. Which is honestly pretty crazy, because I think because it's a title fight, the rules are way more strict. And it's like you got to be spot on or else you can't fight. So he was stripped of his belt. If he wins on Saturday night, he won't have the title. Only if Justin Gaethje wins, he'll have the title. So it'll be a vacant lightweight title if Charles Oliveira wins. And that kind of brings in, like, should there be a rematch if Charles Oliveira wins, or will there just be a fight for the title soon, if possibly against Islam or Beneil? So that's a very interesting thing that came up today. And we'll definitely talk about that more on tomorrow night's podcast. But I'm going to give this one to Charles Oliveira. Don't get me wrong, I am a fan of Justin Gaethje, but I'm honestly more of a fan of Charles Oliveira. I like his style, I like his game. Obviously, he's 10-0 in his last 10, which is insane. So I just don't think he's going to give up his winning streak, especially to Justin Gaethje, who knows, he might be like Dustin Poirier. He might never get that championship belt. But tomorrow night's going to be a great night to decide this, the great night to decide the lightweight championship, and it's going to be a great end to a all-in-all great card. Even from prelims to the top, it's all going to be great, and we'll be podcasting and vlogging that for you guys. But if you're watching this, it's Friday night, and if you're watching it on Friday night, tomorrow night we are going to be having our Instagram live stream, and we're going to be opening up these guys. We're going to be opening up these UFC cards, boys. So if you are interested in that at all, we'll leave our Instagram link in the description of this video. We're going to be going live. We'll put out the time on our Instagram story tomorrow, and we'll start up the live, get some of you guys in there. We're also going to be filming it, so that'll also be a YouTube video as well, opening the cards. And you already know, I'm getting knocked out by Crimmy tomorrow night on live, so stay tuned for that. And it's going to be all in all a good night tomorrow night, and I'm really excited to get the recap going after the fight, and also the podcast before the fight. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about. So if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like, comment your predictions. I want to see what you guys are thinking before the fight, if you're watching this on Friday or during the day, Saturday. And then if I'm wrong on any of these, come back, roast me in the comments. I'll take it. Don't forget to also join our Discord that we started up. I want to thank you guys for joining that. We'll talk about that more in the podcast. But just thank you guys for all the recent support. We really appreciate all that. And let's have a great night tomorrow night. Peace.